Tara Hitchcock, and Charles has agreed to take me to the airport because I've got to go interview some big stars like Denzel Washington and Meg Ryan and Jennifer Aniston. Good morning, Arizona. Okay, we got Tara. Okay, I'm taking over, just trying to get up to date. There's still much more ahead. I'm Terry Olette. Good morning, Arizona.
Hi there, I'm Royal Norman down at the Phoenix Civic Plaza this morning. We're doing that Reebok thing, and I'm going to show you. The question is, what do they do when you show up with the wrong type of tennis shoes? We'll answer that next. Good morning, Arizona.
I'm Scott Passmore. A 22-year-old man has been arrested in New York, accused of attacking at least 4 women. Good morning, Arizona.
Hi, I'm Faye Fredericks. It's all over the papers. It is the talk of the town. Hear what some Valley residents have to say about Governor Symington. Good morning, Arizona.
Hey, I'm Dan Davis. I'm just kind of messing around out here a little bit, but we finally found somebody who really knows what they're doing on the Seadoo personal watercraft. Good morning, Arizona.
Hi, it's Beth and Bill at KEZ.
Another quote of the day today. I'm so excited to meet you. I've always modeled myself after Ginger, Marla Maples, starlet and wife of Donald Trump, when meeting actress Tina Louise, who played Ginger on Gilligan's Island.
Good morning, Arizona. Little buddy.
I always tried to follow Gilligan's footsteps myself. It's Friday. Good morning, Arizona.
Good morning, Arizona. Good morning, Arizona.
And welcome back to the show. As you heard earlier, Tara Hitchcock has stepped out. She's got some big celebrities to interview over the weekend. We're going to tell you all about that coming up later next week. But Dan Davis, for now, is out at Firebird Lake. We'll be checking with him later. He's telling us about a big tournament that they have going on this weekend. We'll also show you some more of our great Dad's Day gifts for $50 and up. And we'll tell you about pet diabetes. It's more common than you probably realize. But first, we're going to check in with Royal, who is out at the big convention for Reebok. Dirty old stinky tennis shoes.
Right, well, and I'll tell you what, it's for Reebok, and I showed up with the wrong type of shoes. Kim, what do you do with them?
We don't like these kind of shoes in our
So
territory.
they're out of here. They're out of their garbage. They're history. All right, get rid of them. You know what? We're going to tell you about Fit TV the next time we chat. It's a new deal. Not a new deal, but it's kind of interesting. But right now, just a quick check of the weather for you. I'll show you the numbers over at Sky Harbor Airport, and you'll see that we're warming up nicely out there. In fact, our forecast today, 105, 106 tomorrow, 108 by early next week. All right, we'll have more from this big old Reebok, sort of a convention thing, but it's a private one that we're showing you around today, and Fit TV too, so stick around for that, Terry.
Oh, Fit TV. I can't wait for that. Boy, I have too much fitness to get into right now. I can't even possibly think about that. Thanks, Royal. All right, now we're going to check in with Scott Passmore. He's standing by with the latest at the CNN News Desk. Good morning, Scott.
Terry, good morning. Arizona Governor Fife Symington today begins his fight with the federal government, which indicted him yesterday of 23 charges. Those charges include accusations of making false statements to a federally insured institution, wire fraud, attempted extortion, and making false statements in a bankruptcy proceeding. Symington says he is innocent.
The federal government has spent 7 years and millions of dollars pursuing an ever-changing list of charges and scrutinizing every detail of every transaction I ever entered. Now the federal government has accused me of criminal conduct I never committed and never contemplated.
Symington's arraignment is set for July 10th. A U.S. attorney said Governor Symington often lied about his financial status to lending institutions and was doing so before he took office.
The indictment alleges that Governor Symington, actually before he was Governor Symington, Mr. Symington was misrepresenting his financial status well before any conceivable collapse of the real estate market. And while certainly the decline in the real estate market may not have helped him financially, the gravamen of the complaint in this case is that he misrepresented his financial condition from well before the decline of the real estate market.
In other news this morning, after an 81-day standoff on a Montana ranch, 16 members of the Freeman Group are in jail this morning. The remaining members of the anti-government group were taken off the ranch in an FBI caravan. The Freeman arrived at a Montana jail last night where they will be kept until their court appearances today. 14 of the Freeman face criminal charges of writing bad checks and threatening a judge. Neighbors say they are glad the standoff is over.
We are glad to see the the situation come to an end and are hoping that the Freeman's views will be heard.
Soon after the surrender, the upside-down flag that flew in defiance of the federal government finally came down. Russia's first post-Soviet presidential election campaign is set for Sunday, but early balloting in the remote parts of the country are already being cast. Those estimating the results of the election have Boris Yeltsin winning out. Also, in an effort to curtail any voter fraud, more than 1,000 unbiased observers from all around the world will be scattered throughout the country to monitor the elections. Most Russians see Sunday's vote as a choice between Yeltsin's reforms and the Soviet communist tradition of his chief rival. Residents in parts of Illinois will be cleaning up today after the Illinois River flooded Marshall County. Severe flash floods have hit the area after the already full rivers were hit by a downpour. Fire department crews had to rescue several families, and many of the roads in the area were closed. And in other news, in New York, police say a 22-year-old man has been arrested in a series of attacks against 4 women. The most recent includes the violent beating of a piano teacher in Central Park. She is still in the hospital and in a coma. Police say the man is being arraigned in connection with the killing of a dry cleaning owner and the beatings of 3 other women. Officials say he could face the death penalty if convicted. A landmark immigration victory for a woman seeking asylum here in the U.S. This Togo woman arrived in 1994 seeking asylum based on a claim that her family would force her to undergo genital mutilation, often called female circumcision. The original immigration policy stated that the woman had to show she would be mutilated if she returned home. The original judge denied her asylum because he didn't believe her story and said that genital mutilation was not persecution since it was done to her peers. Well, it's a hard rockin' happy birthday all over the world.
2, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, rock. 5, 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rock. 9, 10.
The Hard Rock is having a birthday. The only rock and roll museum in the world that serves food is 25 years old today. The original Hard Rock opened in London on this day, and since then the cafe has grown to over 50 locations worldwide. And in honor of the birthday, this is the good part, the Hard Rock is rolling back menu prices to what they were on day one back in 1971. So, Terry, I'm guessing a hamburger was probably a little over $1.
Long ago, I suppose. What? $1.25.
$1.25?
That's my guess.
Okay.
All right, it's worth it. Thanks a lot very much, Scott. All right, well, now that the governor has been indicted, people are talking about whether he should resign or not. Let's see what people who are having breakfast think about all of this. Faye Fredericks, she joins us live this morning from the coffee plantation. Good morning, Faye.
Good morning. Well, it is obviously the talk of the town. We are at the coffee plantation here at the Biltmore Fashion Square, asking people the big question, should he or shouldn't he resign? We're going to ask this gentleman right here, what do you think about Governor Symington? Should he or shouldn't he resign?
I think he should seriously consider resignation. I think we need leadership in the office. I don't know all the facts yet, but I think we as Arizonans look to the governor for leadership. And if the indictment is going to be such a detractor from that leadership, he ought to seriously consider the possibility of resignation. If they're completely trumped up charges, then he should fight them.
You sound like you haven't made up your mind yet.
I've not made up my mind yet. I don't know all the facts. Would love to hear those. Yeah.
But for now, you think?
I think the state has been tossed into turmoil. So nationally, this will be another blur on our image. That's a detractor.
Okay, let's talk to some of the ladies over here. They're having coffee this morning. We're going to pop in on their conversation here. Ladies, we're going to ask you real quick, what do you think about the situation with Governor Symington? Do you think he should resign, or do you think he should stay in office and fight it out?
Well, I think it's up to him, innocent until proven guilty. If he thinks he can continue to serve the state, then he should stay in office.
Okay. How about you?
I guess I feel the same way, except that I don't know how that he can possibly serve the state and be dealing with an indictment at the same time. So I tend to be more for that. I would like the state to have a little rest from his worries and woes.
Okay. As you can see, a lot of differing opinions here at the coffee plantation at the Biltmore Fashion Square this morning. We're going to continue to talk to people and in our midday newscast try and bring you even more opinions.
All right, we'll look forward to that. Thanks very much, Faye. All right, now we're going to check in with Dan Davis, as you know, who's been out at Firebird Lake this morning. He's learning how to ride a Sea-Doo safely, and apparently he's going to have a guest with him this morning. U.S. Coast Guard Sven Hayden is going to be with him. Morning, Dan.
Actually, Sven didn't make it out quite yet this morning, and we talked about safety before, so what we want to show you now is what you can do on one of these things. This is Derek Punchard, who's rides with Team Seadoo. He's out of Scarborough, Ontario, which is in the Toronto area. And you can see he's pretty capable on this thing. I'm going to pull him over here and we're going to talk for just a minute. But he was telling me that when they race at just about 65 miles an hour. And I had this thing out wide open. And I think this will do 60. And man, it was a little scary and I wasn't about to turn. Good morning. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Tell us about the races this weekend.
The races start on Saturday and Sunday. The experts race on Saturday and the pros are on Sunday.
What's the trick to this? I mean, these things are fun, but you guys do this for a living, don't you?
Yeah, we do for a living. The tricks, I don't know. I don't know if there are any tricks. We just get out here and race hard and fast and just try our best.
Okay, now you guys, we've been talking about safety. You guys obviously know exactly what you're doing, but you have to take safety precautions as well, don't you?
Yeah, safety is the key of any racing. We use helmets and riding gear and apparel, so safety's everything.
Okay, can you show us some little tricks for us, Derek, before we close it out here? Now, Derek isn't what we call one of the freestylers. He's strictly a racer, but obviously when you're as good at driving one of these things as he is, you can do little tricks and say, oh yeah. Notice that he has on his life vest. One of the things whoa! Hey, I got a little splash there. Anyway, that is Derek Punchard from Team Seadoo. And Terry, this was one of the great assignments that you could have out here. Whoa!
Oh, Dan, we just got a really interesting shot of you. Hey, listen, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, you know, I understand that they have this 50-foot ramp out there that you're gonna jump off of later. Is that true?
You know what? I did go over there to take a look at it because I was kind of curious. There are some people water skiing over there. And I was thinking to myself, you know, if I had the opportunity, I think I'm still smart enough to turn it down.
Well...
Have you done one of these before?
No, I haven't, but matter of fact, I'm thinking about trying one out coming up real soon here. Take it out on the lake for the weekend and give it a try.
You got to do it. We took one of these up to Lake Powell one time.
Yeah?
Driving down those little tiny canyons in these, and they are so much fun. You got to be careful. You got to use a lot of common sense when you're riding one of these, but, you know, if you got that, you can do these things perfectly safely.
Hey, Dan, are you coming back at all today, or are you just going to hang out all day and have fun?
No, I think I'm done till Monday.
All right, well, we'll see you then. Be careful. All right, looks like Dan's having a good time out there. All right, meet Calvin right here. You know, more pets have diabetes than people think, but you know what? There are ways to detect it in your pet, and we're going to show you how to do that a little bit later. Look at this face. Calvin's a little scared. And it'll be part 2 of our Father's Day gift idea segment. We may just have the perfect idea for your dad. Stay with us.
Good morning, Arizona.
Kobe Lincoln Mercury announces our exclusive factory-authorized 4-day sales event. With truckloads of new vehicles on the way, we're overstocked, overloaded, out of room. And with factory rebates over $2,800, you can save up to $5,000 on a brand new Mercury Grand Marquis. $5,000. Wow! And every vehicle comes with free oil and filter changes as long as you own your car. But hurry, this exclusive factory-authorized sale is for 4 days only and only at Kobe Lincoln Mercury, 1330 East Camelback Road.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy. At Robin Stuckey, we want to help better that quality time with comfort and value in seating. Tumble into smooth leather, curl up into a soft, inviting arm of a love seat, or collapse in a plush sectional. There's no time like the present to escape the bustle of everyday life and relax with Robin Stuckey, where comfort and style are the only true necessities. Discover comfort in seating today, only at Robin Stuckey, Arizona's leader.
Over 2 million customers. Can't be wrong.
We love shopping at Swap Mart.
It's even better than a mall, and I shop here injured.
I shop at Swap Mart and I got a bargain.
This is great. I love it. I'm looking for bargains, and everybody told me to come to Swap Mart.
Swap Mart's great. I love it here. It's better than a mall.
I love shopping at Swap Mart. They've got everything.
Shop Swap Mart, 27th Avenue, north of Camelback.
When it comes to Chris, I'm a pushover. But when it comes to germs in my kitchen, I'm a killer. I use Dial antibacterial kitchen cleaner. Dial makes America's #1 antibacterial soap, so I trust Dial to kill bacteria like Salmonella and Staph as easily as it wipes out tough grease and grime. Lemon scent Dial kitchen cleaner. It's how good people kill bad germs.
Dial antibacterial kitchen cleaner is available right now at Fry's.
There's a hostage situation on Alcatraz. On June 7th.
You refused payment, I launched the gas.
The power of this chemical is beyond anything you can imagine.
Alcatraz. You know the Rock. You broke out.
Yeah, successfully.
Is back in business.
Welcome to the Rock.
From Don Simpson and Jeff Bruckheimer, the producers of Top Gun and Crimson Tide.
You enjoying this?
Sean Connery, Nicolas Cage, Ed Harris. The Rock, directed by Michael Bay. Rated R.
Mel Lerman. Most of the Father's Day gifts I get are not funny, they're great.
Okay.
Not out of the ordinary. Usually clothes, gift certificates, and I appreciate that.
Oh yeah, I got a white tie.
That's pretty
But
strange.
I gave it away. I gave it to my son. I put mustard and ketchup on it and gave it to him. So.
Weed whacking
A weed whacker that had to be exchanged 3 times, it still doesn't work.
Well, that's what some people told us the other day about their Father's Day gifts. But now it's time to talk about some other gifts ideas, hopefully ones that'll work and Dad won't have to take back. Carl
Hopefully.
Hines joins us from Payless Cashways. We're on to $50 and up here, right, Carl?
Yep.
Okay, what do we got?
Basically, you know, then now you start getting into like a power tools. You've got your cordless type drills. One of the new things out is a cordless sander by Black & Decker.
Oh,
Like that
cordless
there.
is definitely the way to go these days,
Right. Circular saws, you can get them in all different grades. I mean, this one here starts at $50. They go up into the hundreds from there. Different type of little palm sanders by like Ryobi. Jigsaws, you know, start at $50, go up from there. This is really neat, a Black & Decker work meat, so Dad could put tools in it and carry it around with him, so he doesn't have to lug tools, you know, all over just loose and everything like that.
Instead of a tool belt, or is it in addition to a tool belt?
It'd be
or
kind of in
carry-
addition because you can use your tools right on top of this. It acts as a
Oh.
work surface and
Oh.
a carrying case.
Oh, that's good news.
So something like that. Routers, again, they start at like about $50, $55, go up from there. Then again, if Dad has a lot of tools, you can go into something like phones, because never enough phones in the house. I mean,
This
there's
is
usually
true.
one, and you need more to talk on and everything like that. So different cordless phones, plus we carry all types of corded phones.
Okay, well, this was your favorite pick for this morning so far. What is this?
Right, this is a water wizard. It's basically a high-pressured type of washer for cleaning the sidewalks, cleaning the car, cleaning the bikes, cleaning anything that's going to need a high pressure, kind of like, you know, when you go to a car wash, you use something like that. This here happens around about $200, so you know, you're looking at something there.
So you better really like Dad, huh?
Oh, right. You know. And then there's, you know, tool sets. You can get these. This one here happens to run about $120.
Yeah, let's hold that up, because that has just about everything you could possibly want in a tool set.
Right, and that's something great because, you know, if you need something if you're broken down in the car, or if you need something, you're out and you're not at home, boom, that's in the trunk for you, and you've got all your tools accessible. And then you go into real heavy-duty type drills, like that one there. The DeWalt happens to be about $120. So,
Wow.
you know.
Okay, you had a really good suggestion earlier. What if you don't know what kind of tools Dad's into, or maybe you want to let him use his imagination? Gift certificates.
Gift certificates. They're one of the best things, and Payless Cashways has them anywhere for any amount of dollars. So you can come in and just pay for a gift certificate, and they get a nice little folder with it, and you can just give that to Dad, and he can come down and pick out whatever he wants out of the store.
All right, good enough. What about you? What's the most interesting gift you ever gave your dad?
Wow, it's usually power tools. I usually get him tools from work because, I mean, he does a lot of stuff around the house. Now I have to start buying the books so he'll have more projects to do.
Or maybe make a few things for you, huh? That's what I like to do. I like to get Dad, you know, things that he can do for me around the house. Dad, I need my chair fixed, so here's a new power tool. All right, Carl, thanks
Thank
a lot.
you.
So everything here, $50 and up. And of course, Carl's over at Payless Cashways. Thanks again. Well, coming up, we're going to show you one of the oldest sports in the world. Yes, I said sports. And we'll also have a weather check from Royal Norman, who's at the Civic Plaza getting fit himself this morning. Go Royal!
Get your motor running. Head out on the highway. Looking for adventure.
First, to take a name which most people can't pronounce. Schlotzsky's is one of the best sandwiches that's ever been created.
It's a pretty weird name, though.
I'll say Schlotzsky.
Big name, big sandwich.
Come to Schlotzsky's today and sink your teeth into the original combo for only $4.99. That's a regular original sandwich, Schlotzsky's chips, and a fountain drink, just $4.99.
Buns is my kind of thing.
A work of art.
All for me. Mine.
If you want a big bun, come on and run to Schlotzsky.
Welcome to Movie News. I'm Rob Weller. Last weekend, audiences broke into theaters to see the #1 box office smash, The Rock. Michael Bay, the director behind the Simpson-Bruckheimer blockbuster, knows how to deliver the action, but he can also punch up the laughs.
You've been around a lot of corpses. Can you do something about it?
Like what? Kill him again?
That's the greatest thing about their characters. They're very funny together.
I'm just a biochemist. I drive a Volvo.
The Rock is now playing. The countdown has begun for one of the biggest events in movie history. The Hunchback of Notre Dame premieres June 19th for 65,000 people at the Superdome in New Orleans. The Hunchback of Notre Dame opens everywhere June 21st. And superstar John Travolta has a change of heart and mind in Phenomenon, playing an ordinary guy given an extraordinary gift.
What is going on, George?
I don't know.
Phenomenon starts Wednesday, July 3rd. For Movie News, I'm Rob Weller.
Everything was taken away from me. I had a great love in my life.
The legendary Natalie Wood. 15 years after her tragic death, her family opens up about the private life of this public star. From the attempted suicide that was kept under wraps, to the children who grew up without a mother.
There will always be, a longing for wanting to have a mother.
Never before seen home movies and more. Robert Wagner's family commemorates the life of Natalie Wood on Entertainment Tonight.
This evening at 6:30 after Good Evening Arizona.
Hello, I'm Lou Grubb. The next time you plan to buy a car or truck, find out why so many people buy from us. Then visit us and see for yourself why you too will appreciate the way we do business at Lou Grubb Ford.
The land rush is on this weekend. Arizona prime 40-acre ranch properties like these can be yours first come, first serve. No qualifying and easy terms from $6.95 an acre. Yes, that's $6.95 an acre. Call now 277-2300, 277-2300.
The days ahead is from the movie Cable Guy, and of course you're looking at one of our satellite dishes out in the back. That happens to be one where we get all of the information in from CNN. Of course, we have some pretty darn big satellite dishes out there, bigger than most people probably have in their backyard. But Royal Norman, what a great segue that was. Don't you like that, Royal?
Well, what's up with that?
I'm a little rusty this morning.
Hey, listen, you know what we're going to talk about? I'm in my inline skating gear. I've got all the pads on. But first, Reebok and Fit TV have got a thing going on. Let's talk about that with Laura. Laura, what's that all about?
Well, Fit TV and Reebok are joint partners in the only 24-hour fitness network. And this weekend, they are finishing the finals for their regional competition that they've had throughout the nation for Reebok instructors to compete. And this Saturday at 8 p.m. at the Symphony Hall, we'd like to invite all of the Phoenix folks down for a free invite to see the competition, see the final competition.
Yeah, that's cool. Fit TV, 8 p.m. At the Symphony Hall.
At the Symphony Hall in Phoenix.
Thank you, Laura. Got to run. Hate to interview and run, but thank you, Laura. That's very nice of you. Now we're going to go over to the ball area here. Rollerball. I'm talking of the movie with James Caan. Rollerblade. Can I sneak through here, ladies and gentlemen? Hi, Margaret. How are you?
Hello. Pretty good.
I told you the next time I'd be over, we'd be on TV. And we're, in fact, on TV.
Excellent.
Now, this is what we're calling a beginning class on inline skating, right?
Right.
Now, what's one of the first things you teach the folks here?
Well, the very first thing I teach is teach people how to balance. And what I would do is put your hands out in front of you. Are you making fun of me?
No. Now, here's what I got to get to. Here's what I want. You were going to show us how...
I want to show you how to fall.
Fall, okay.
Put your hands out here. Put your hands out like that, right? Okay. And anytime you feel off balance, I want you to put your hands on your knees, and you're ready to fall, and you're going to fall forward on your hands and knees.
Oh, Royal.
How was that? How was that? No?
That looked painful, Royal.
No, you know what? When you have all these pads...
You're a perfect example of what not to do.
That's what they've been telling me for years over there at Channel 3. Okay, one more time how to fall, okay? Because, you know, I was playing hockey there a little bit. So,
Royal.
What's Terry? I'm sorry.
If we put a little music on the air for you, would you mind maybe just doing a little routine for us, just to show us how talented you really are?
No.
I don't think the folks
I have
at
to
home
learn how to fall here. Okay. Oh, Gibby is going to learn how to fall too here. So, all right, Margaret, let's go. Hands out.
And we're going to go down on our hands and knees and right land like a puppy dog. Here we go. Beautiful.
Thank you, everybody. He falls on TV. Hey, you know what? We'll just give you a quick weather check. Tell it's going to be 106 today, 107 tomorrow, 108 by early next week. Hey, can I hang around and skate a little bit, Margaret?
Sure, we'd love to have you.
All right, there you go. We're at the Reebok deal downtown at the Civic Plaza. We'll have more from here, Terry.
All right. Well, I think we're queuing up some music right now as we speak, Royal, just to give you an idea of what you want to practice to.
Come on, Terry, give me some music. Come on.
Give us some music, guys.
Play that rock and
There's some
roll.
rock and rolling music out there.
Of course, I need someone to dance with.
We're working on it, Royal. Now, listen,
right.
that you know how to fall already. You shouldn't have to worry about that part. So let's get the rest of the. I want to see some.
I won't fall. No way.
Sit spins, some sow cows. There we go.
Where's Margaret? Margaret, they're playing some music.
Come on, Royal. Let's do it. Work it, baby. Showmanship, Royal. Come on, a little. How about a double axle, Royal? Oh, be careful. Oh, beautiful. Very nice, Royal. Thank you so much. That was excellent, Royal. Excellent. And he's still in one piece. Boy, is he going to be sore tomorrow. Love that. All right, Beth and Bill. Hi.
I love it when Royal dances.
You know, he's so good at it. He really
well,
is.
He can do it on ice. He can do it on concrete.
He's certainly light on his feet, isn't he?
He can play music, he can sing, he can
He
dance.
can do it all.
I especially love these music.
Hey, Terry, why are you here?
What have you done with Tara?
Well, I've had it with Tara. I just can't take it anymore.
We had a little palace coup.
I sent her out to get breakfast.
Oh,
really?
Yeah, you know, I'm really in charge around here.
I could use
Nobody
a taco
knows that,
right
though.
now. I'm hungry.
Yeah, could you have
No,
us
do you want to
bring
know where
some
Tara
breakfast
went?
burritos over?
I will tell you, it's pretty darn exciting. She is getting on a jet plane right now, heading off to Washington, D.C. She's going to be interviewing some mega stars over the weekend. Meg
really?
Ryan, Denzel Washington.
Oh, yeah, they're having that big thing there. It was in USA
big
Today.
junket, yeah. Jennifer Aniston is going to be talking to her. So.
Oh, Jennifer Aniston?
Yeah, well, they're all lining up because Tara's coming, you see, so.
Of course they are.
Oh, Jennifer Aniston.
Oh, Jennifer.
She's my friend.
Is she? Now, Bill, if you had a chance to go and be in Tara's shoes, what would you say to Jennifer?
Well, first of all, I'd slip around inside of Tara's shoes because my feet are actually smaller than hers.
Oh, man.
Oh, ow, oh, ouch. That wouldn't hurt. I'm going to remember that
man.
I'm teasing.
I don't think her feet are
She does
quite
have like
as
a size
big
10.
as yours, Bill.
She's a size 9. She said she's a size 9.
That's,
Oh,
that's
well,
pretty good size.
Yeah, that is pretty good.
That's a
That's
pretty
water
good-
ski size.
That's boat for.
So anyway, what would you ask her?
What, Jennifer Aniston?
Yeah.
Will you be my friend?
My friend.
Would you be my friend and call me?
And Beth, what do you think Jennifer would say to that?
Security!
Yeah. Help! Oh, you know what? I would just say, speaking of friends, to our new friends, Monty and Tony Novak, who we met last night.
Oh, yeah.
They were sitting at a table next to us at a restaurant. Very nice people, and Tony just graduated from Notre Dame University.
Monty and Tony.
Monty and Tony Novak.
Congratulations, Monty.
Monty's the dad.
Well, sitting at what? Were we out dining last night,
Yes,
Beth,
we were
or?
dining at...
We're doing some research for Cooking with Beth and Bill.
Ooh. Cheap, shameless plug coming up.
Yeah, tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Resort chefs.
Who's on tomorrow?
Resort chefs.
Well, like who?
I can't remember.
A bunch of guys. A bunch of
Some
really,
good
chefs.
ones.
All right, sorry, I didn't mean to put you on the spot there. Who would think that you would know who's on your show that's on tomorrow?
You're
I don't
kidding.
know.
Know who's on our show?
We gotta go.
would
Bob's
know?
doing this.
Oh, okay. You guys got to go. All right. Boy, that's a switch. Usually we have to go. Well, coming up, we're going to fill you in on the day's top stories. But first, let's take a look at last night's winning Fantasy 5 numbers, and they are 5, 8, 10, 32, and 33. Good luck to all those who get to play. And don't forget, a little bit later on this morning, we will talk with Leslie Nielsen. He's got a new movie out called Spy Hard. He's going to be joining us live from Los Angeles this morning. Stay with us.